Hey everybody, welcome back to some more SpockPlays. Today we have a new first look, a little game called FlippUp that I've been seeing a little bit of press, a little bit of video, a little bit of action for on the interwebs here. It looks pretty cool. I will admit the main reason I am drawn in is that, yes, this is a pinball-esque game. Pinball is, I would say, the primary mechanic. From what I understand, it is a little bit of a like a Bennett Foddy or a climber like, one of those games where you must climb and not fall. If you're familiar with that kind of a phenomenon that's been sweeping the indie game landscape, this is one of those. But you're trying to climb a pinball tower with your flippers and your guile. So with that, yeah, I've already got it set up here. Let's jump in. I haven't really played too much of it so far, so I believe this is the tutorial. Flippanaut, welcome to the training area. You have been chosen for a mission in which, alright. So, okay, we're in a damaged spaceship and we have to recover data from it. That's an interesting way to utilize pinballs. And I like this guy's, like, matrixy filtering face. I am a fan. Also a fan of this font, although it is just a flat pixel font. Alright, to start, let's check the functionality of all systems. That will be my guest. Please move the left flipper. Alright, there's our left flipper. Here's our right boy. And there's our plunger. We gotta launch the Astro Ball. Okay. Alright, the only thing that's gonna mess with me, so we've got to reach the top of our training area. The course of your training is monitored by the FlippTech 5 system? FlippTech I system, okay. Look at that, so if you look to the right, there's another plunger up there too, so very, very interesting. Yeah, definitely going to be using a lot of trapping in this. I don't know if we can necessarily... That was stupid. I tried to backhand. Ooh, you're going in the wrong direction. Yeah, I know. I know. See, I don't think this... I know there... Like... Oh, God, don't count my failures either, goodness. And the amount of time I have, and the height. Okay, so on the top left, we got time on the map. And then the height that we have failed to reach thus far. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, it's a little heavier than you'd expect for a pinball. Also, the little tiny bumper, not doing much for me. Slingshots are a little stiff, just saying. Okay. You're going the wrong direction. Okay, computer, I don't need you to keep telling me this over and over. But yeah, there are other pinball indie games, obviously. This reminds me of the... God, what is it? Devil Crush, I think, for the TurboGrafx 16. I believe that is it. Okay, sweet, so we made it up here. That's kind of what this general graphic style reminds me of. But yeah, so there's stuff like Pinball Spire out there, which is pretty cool. That's a pinball roguelike. Ooh, I like this song. And also, it's interesting here, I'm just noticing that there's a QR code to the left of us. See, that's the type of attention to detail you get when dealing with somebody who loves pinball too much. They just stare at the table art. I did try to scan it there for a moment. That QR code is a lie. If you can read it, write in the comments, because I wasn't able to read it. If you're going to put alternate reality stuff in there, go all the way through with it. All right, Area 2, take your time. Ooh, how you like that couch? I hear a gentle buzzing. I'm not quite sure what that's coming from. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay, thank goodness that just drops right there. And there is a nudge button to enter. I don't know if there's a... What do you want to call it? Like a danger number or a number of nudges that you're allowed before you get yelled at, or if there's any other funny business with that. I'm sure we'll figure it out sooner than later. Pro tips number 2, be patient. That is probably some of the best pinball advice, to be honest. They always say the best way to get better at pinball. Ooh, man, that is a tough shot. Holy cow. Oop, okay, and we are already seeing the similarities to, oh gosh. Yeah, if you screw up the plunge, you can go down the left, which would suck. To be honest, if you missed that flip there, too, you're not in great shape. Oop, okay, alright. This is going very much like my Pinball FX sessions. Alright. Yeah, but there's Pinball Spire. There's another indie game that is escaping me right now. It might not be out yet. Pinball Spire is out. There was another one that was coming out, I believe. Oh, Demon Tilt. That's what I'm thinking. There's Demon Tilt and Xeno Tilt, which are also both very, very good. Kind of. I wouldn't necessarily call them roguelikes. They're just like really intense indie pixeled tables, in my opinion. So the only thing that's messing with me here is I really want to play this on my controller. Just the kind of the left and right triggers in my brain make infinite sense when it comes to mapping for a pinball system, but for whatever reason I wasn't able to get my controller to work. The direct input was being a little goofy, so we are keyboarding it. Oop, okay. And as you can see, I'm going to blame all of my failure on that. That's gonna be my excuse this entire time. It's not gonna be my actual skill. Ooh, goodness. That bumper saved us there. Yeah, gonna blame it on my peripheries. Alright. The pins themselves have a little bit, they aren't what you would expect in a pinball machine, where, at least for me, it feels pretty instantaneous. If you got good solid state flippers, they trigger pretty fast. These have a little bit of sway to them, so they kind of take... They feel a little heavy. They feel like heavy flippers. Alright, I hope that this demo... demo is not just a training area, and there's more to it. Also, I hope that I get out of the training area. Oh, perspective change. Check instruction and pause menu. Okay. Pause menu. Check instruction. What do we have here? Oh, interesting. Activate all 4 lights to get a bonus point. Then all lights reset. Display letter bonus. We have 1. Okay, you got your traditional kind of outlane lights you want to hit. Hit both targets to temporarily activate points multiplier. It's talking about 2. Okay, these are our bonus. Yep, very much like pinball. You can hit things that multiply or score your bonus. Light showing how many targets have been hit from 2 is 3. Okay, interesting. And 4, hitting a ramp is 5 points, and they're always earned points. 5, what is the 5 ramp? I don't see that here. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Very much like in real pinball. Oh, we don't want to go back to menu. I can learn all the rules in the world, and they will mean absolutely nothing to me in the end because I can't shoot. All right. So yeah, right now it's mapped to like A and D on WAS. I almost feel like I should move to the left side of my keyboard or the right side of my keyboard. Alright, so we're getting lucky that we can... Oh, we are not getting lucky. Now we have to shoot it back up into the game itself. Yeah, kind of like Pinball Spire in that sense. And you have to kind of end flip it there, and then we're back up here. So... Ooh, right down the middle. Not what you want to see. Flip it back. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, man. Ooh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. You know what? Now I haven't played Pinball FX in probably about... It's been a few weeks, to say the least. Definitely still playing a lot of pinball in person. But the concept of, like, I need to be using the nudge key more. I'm like sitting here thinking, what am I doing? That could have maybe saved me. I don't know if the nudge gives you any like left to right movement or just up movement. But as we all know, the many pinball connoisseurs of SpockPlays, you got a nudge. It's part of the game. All right, and up here. I'm very curious what we need to do to clear the table. I wonder if is it just getting the ball, getting the outlane stuff lit up would be very, very strange. I will say though, like when you're kind of cruising like there, it feels pretty good. Just climbing up the table itself. Like it very much feels like, you know, any of these other climbing games where you kind of have to get into a rhythm with it. And figure it out. Okay, so we almost have this. Also interesting, you can't influence the outlane. Oh gosh, should have slapped there. You can't influence the outlane light status with the flippers like you can in a lot of pinball games where tapping left or right will allow you to manipulate it to that. Oh, and the ball resets actually. I wonder if our status resets. 4 of 80. Maybe we just need to do 80 scoring events then? I wasn't looking at that previously. Alright, we gotta... Oop, okay, that slap was what that... I don't even know what that did. The screen shook a lot and then we lost the ball regardless, so... Didn't seem to aid us in that situation. Yeah, you really have to wait till you're at the tip of the flipper for a lot of these shots, so... Teaching you digital aiming, always a valuable skill. It's also nice because this ball is a little bit heavy. You can usually cradle coming out of these orbits or different shots. It doesn't seem like if it has enough rolling momentum, you're going to run the risk of it running off the flipper. So, okay, let's see if we can do this now. Gosh, the nudge button was so intense. I'm almost afraid to do it again unless it's like a Hail Mary attempt. Made me lose. Okay. Track of what was going on there. Oh gosh, that was input error for sure. Hit the wrong button, just expecting it to go to the wrong side. Oh my gosh, all the way down. Whew. I hope y'all are here for some content. Oh man, I wish I could get the controller to work. Also, I'm curious if, like, this game, I have no idea. Obviously, we're seeing this together for the... Well, like I said, I've seen some videos, but I didn't really pay it, you know, especially when I'm going to do a first look, I try and keep myself as pure as possible, you know, I'm not going to... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Hold the phone. Whew. I was having a moment there. Yeah, I don't know if, like, this is just kind of like the climb or, what do you call it? Bennett Foddy. The one where you're in the cauldron, and then the, you know, this is a difficult game about climbing, all that stuff, where it's just like one static map that you're meant to beat? Or is it possible that this is, in fact, oh my gosh, the same in that regard, that you just have a giant table that you need to climb up? Both would be interesting. I'm just curious. Well, if we'll have to get out of this training area to at least get a semblance. I'm still not sure what that sound is. It sounds like a bike, or like a motorbike, or a buzzing of sorts. Not exactly sure. Oh god. All right, we got lucky there with that slingshot randomly going off, and let's get back up there. This is... I'm losing it, y'all. Now it's becoming, like, really like real pinball, where I start to suck and then I just can't climb out. Come on. Come on. You got it. There it is. Okay. Nope. What if I could be banging these back with my nudge? Probably not the best thing to practice in a game like this. Alright, there we go. Alright, I need to take my time. I need to trap up. What am I doing? I'm not even listening to my own advice. We need to be patient. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god. Alright. World's worst flip-up player has been discovered. God. I am desperately hoping that we get out of the training area. Oh my gosh. It may take a while to get back up. I thought you said this is the training area, y'all. Don't tease me with saying that like I'm stuck in the tutorial. Unless it like really ramps up in difficulty, oh god. I may be out of my element. Oh no. Come on. You know you wanna. There we go. Alright. Oh my god. That's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. That's one way to do it. Alright. Yeah, you really don't get a lot. There's a very, very fine spot where you have to flip. You don't seem to get a lot of force on the edge of the flipper as compared to the middle, which is not necessarily the case. These balls, like I said, have a little bit more weight than you would expect a pinball to. Like there, because of... It seems intentional, right? But remember when I was saying at the beginning here where these flippers take they take a second to fire? You can feel that in the weight of the ball because it's not smacking it at, you know, a super fast speed. You have a very, very thin zone. These balls, it feels very much like it has a weight to it. Where if you, like, after a certain point, unless you want to kind of lob it, you have to be firing, it seems, right around... The flipper has to be fully up by the time you are near, like, the midpoint of the flipper, or it seems like you just end up kind of lobbing it. Oh, no. Oh, God. But we'll get the hang of it eventually. It's just not super conducive to... giving a nice kind of immediate flip to it. Oh, God. All right, take your time. I'm definitely taking my time in this area. I'm very curious just how many areas there are. All right. What's weird is now I'm definitely... We're going backwards in progress because I'm... losing my mind trying to make these shots. But we will go forward. Oh my god. Yep, that's the drain. I think my ball's gotten heavier. I think I've picked up some other particulate. Oh my god. Yeah, my ball's definitely heavier. Yeah. That has to be what's up. Yeah, it's very interesting how much you have to take the momentum of this ball into account when shooting. And you also have to make sure that you hit the right buttons on your keyboard in order for the flipper to fire. Something they don't tell you in pinball school. That you actually have to hit the flipper for the flipper to activate. Speaking of flippers to activate, we recently got an Evil Dead pin at my local pin hall. Alright. Hold that thought. Focusing. Oh, no. No. Alright. Alright, we're locking in. Oh, God. I lied. We have not locked in at all. We've locked out. We've locked ourselves out from locking in. Come on. We gotta get past this training area. This is just embarrassing. This probably isn't even the demo. They probably send you the actual link once you actually beat, like, the baby training wheel stuff. Alright, we just gotta get used to this nudge. It would be nice if they had a, oh, see, even right there. What does that nudge do? A left and right nudge, because right now it's just more of a screen shake rather than a directional nudge. All right, save that. This is making me want to play Pinball FX now, though. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Yeah, I never really got into the Foddy likes, if you want to call them that. They're very difficult. I feel like they're very good for streamers and content creator. I don't know. Me personally, it's not something. I don't know. It doesn't seem great for like a YouTube format unless you are very proficient at it. In which case, you know, it could be interesting. But as somebody who sucks at these types of things, I don't know if it necessarily is for me. Especially like if it's just something where I'm playing it to play it rather than even trying to create content from it. It just seems like you're setting yourself up to be frustrated. If I'm going to be doing that, I'll play something like Dark Souls, or at least I have like an RPG system or something like that. There we go. Okay, so we got ball finally. We're holding our breath. We're checking it twice. We're seeing who is naughty or nice. Just one more hit. There we go. Okay, so that's the... Okay, arena complete. Hit the ramp to exit. We're going to do a little pass flip here. All right. Hit the ramp, so we got to go a little bit lower. Ooh, God. That's a super tough shot, just due to the physics of this game. Because it's really hard to shoot low on the flipper. And I don't know if you can get it necessarily from trapping, I'll be honest with you. It's quite low down there. Even there, right? Can we just shoot it out, maybe? Okay, we can. I wasn't expecting that to work, but I'll take it. All right, Area 3. Is this still the training area? Good. Oh my gosh, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. I know X's going to give it to you, but I don't want X to give it to me right now. Okay, so I guess if you fall, you can just bypass the arena completely because it sends you out. Okay, and so yeah, it's just the same thing. Yeah, kind of crazy with it that they just... Oh my gosh, that is a very far pass. Oh, God, you got to really toss that thing. All right, we got a trap here. Pro tips, hit the orange ball. I hit the wrong button. No. All right, let's see if we can hit it one more time. Yeah, see, even from there, it doesn't seem like you're going to be... you have to have a little bit of momentum when you throw. You can't do it from a cradle or from a trap, it seems like. If you count that, maybe you can. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. I haven't considered that, to be honest. Oh, God, please. 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 There we go. Got it with the throw. Very, very good. Okay, okay, okay. And yes. And yes. And we're going to trap. And we are not trying to backhand it. Goodness me. Oh, my God. I wonder what those 3 red lights for us do. Look at that. He's a pinball wizard. He's a flip-up maestro. Pro tips 3, don't fall. It's like the #1 thing they tell you in pinball. Just as long as you don't drain, you can't lose. Oh my gosh, that was extremely aggressive. Those types of shots always drive me nuts in real life, where it's kind of dragging along the slingshot rather than directly hitting it, and then you get a trigger and it just knocks it into God knows where. All right, data processing. What could this mean? Training ended. Okay, we did it. I think we did it, y'all. We actually beat the training. Terrible rank. All right, he believes we'll handle it. Tutorial time. 1:07. That's kind of cool, so you can see people kind of speedrunning the table. And I guess we shoot to get out. And it looks like that actually might just be the game. Tested in pain by, yeah, I'm sure these people definitely were. part of the pain. All right, well, I guess the training area was all there is. I feel a little bit better now. Man, that does... The main thing for me is getting the controller support nice and crispy. This thing would be cash if it was. But it was pretty fun, I'll be honest. I am biased as I am a big pinball stan now. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Curious to see more so how it evolves. That's the more interesting part to me. Like, how many stages are there? Is it one stage? Is there multiple things? What's the other content? We have these different skins. Are they going to change the flipper physics? All that kind of stuff. But yeah, just a first look here for FlippUp. If you enjoyed today's content, liking, commenting, sharing, interacting, all that fun stuff with the video helps the algorithm a great deal, and I appreciate it as well. Thanks for watching, y'all, and stopping by for this first look here. I'll catch you next time.